Hello, my name is Starlight. Welcome to my YouTube channel, and I'm reaching out to all of you beautiful souls out there. I hope you're able to get out in nature like Starlight is. And I am at a beautiful park out here. It's got a lot for the community. It's got a lot of space, and I haven't been out to it yet. Is that there's a hiking trail, so that is where I'm going to take you. I can peek through over there and see it. It looks really beautiful over there, and I can't wait to go there. But before I do that, is I want to make sure you're working on yourself and being kind to yourself. I hope you're not being too hard, and it's so important. Also, if you are new to my YouTube channel, you can find me, and that is on YouTube, and that is at Starlight, and that is Kathy with a K Dingman. Also, if you are new to my YouTube channel, you can, check out different playlists that I have. And also, if you want to be that change to be in the world, that is so important, to be the change instead of just wanting to see the change. So you could give this video a thumbs up. That is if you want to be that change that we need in the world. Also, you could leave a message down below, beep, beep, beep. And don't forget my playlist. Check that out, like different topics that I have. And Starlight covers a lot of stuff. And always thinking about other things to make as far as YouTube videos go. Also, don't forget the notification bell. That way you do not miss any of the new videos coming out. And you could share my videos. You could share my videos with your family, friends, your cat, your dog, your neighbor. Also, you could follow me on Instagram, and that is at 1995 Starlight, or on Facebook, and that is Kathy with a K Dingman Starlight. So here we go on a hike. And like I said, this is all fenced in here, for the kids and the parents. And there's some tables over here, in the shade, which is so important for any parks to go and explore. So how this already looks here. So here we go, is to go, and this is probably not a big hiking trail here. So, but isn't this beautiful? Look at that. That is a picture right there. Is how beautiful it is out in nature. And anyway, today I want to talk to you about something which I haven't talked too much. I kind of might put it in different videos a little bit here and there, but I'm gonna be a little funny with you. Is on the title is, do you ever listen to your gut? Some of you are like, yeah, Starlight, especially, well, I can't say just the men, but probably, more than likely the guys are saying, yeah, I always listen to my gut. When I'm hungry, my belly says, hey, time to eat. I go in the refrigerator or drive to the store, and I go get, I take care of that problem. I have no problem listening to my gut. Well, that is not really what I'm talking about. Is, do you ever listen to your gut? And I know some of you women are probably thinking the same thing about your gut, is thinking, yeah, when I'm hungry, I eat, And, so that is really not what I'm talking about today as far as listening to your gut. I'm just going to scan here and show you what I'm seeing out here. This is beautiful because it's got sun and shade out here. And I'm not sure what this is. So, anyway, is what I'm talking about is your intuition. Look at how beautiful this is. Do you ever listen to your gut, your intuition? Do you ever get that gut feeling? And that is what this video is about. It's not about you being hungry and your stomach growling, goofies. It's not about that gut, is your tummy saying, hey, I'm hungry. Why don't you go in the refrigerator and, look for something to eat, or the cupboard or wherever, Nope, not that gut. It's your gut feelings is when, this is something that we get so distracted in life. And, we have to listen to our senses, we got different senses. Like a lot of times people are using their ears and their eyes, but they're really not using their other senses as much, and sometimes we, as having ears, you might be using it, but maybe not quite as much as you should. And like some of you might have relatives like this, where I have, I'm going to just show you how beautiful this is in here. I have 2 family members in my house, my sister and my father. And right now, sad to say, is like my sister, she was born blind, and my dad was born partially blind. And as he got older, he's had accidents in his eyes, and now he can't see anything. He can't see his children, or like his ex-wife, which is my mom. So growing up, I learned to actually really learn about feeling. I learned about touch, about so it is kind of strange, is like even through my journey right now, is there's times, you might find yourself in the dark. And so it is really good to try to get used to using those other senses. And like I just did this today, is instead of me giving you the peace sign with my left hand, I decided, hey, I'm going to switch my phone around and use my other hand, because I'm normally using my left hand. So I wanted to use my right hand, because I normally would hold my phone with the right hand, and that way I can control the phone, So I did poses the opposite side of my body. This is so beautiful. Look at this. So so as far as your senses go, is, and then you got your intuition, as your gut instincts, is that, you might go somewhere, or you might talk to somebody, and, you can hear them talking, but there's something going on while they're talking and they're saying stuff to you, where your gut doesn't really line up with what they're saying. Or, like you can sense danger with your intuition, like something might not seem right, and something might feel off. And it's sad to say, though, a lot of times, even including Starlight, is my intuition is strengthening now. It's getting stronger. And it's so important in this life is to, really pay attention to what is going on inside of you. And we've been programmed to believe to focus on everything on the outside, and which it's not as important as focusing on what's going on inside of you. Like I said, you do have other senses. So I, like with my not my brother, but my sister and my father, Starlight has learned to use her ears more because of my family, my sister and my father. I learned a lot from my father as far as a blind person, and I've learned stuff from my sister being blind. And you might have relatives that might not be able to hear. So then they're going to use their other senses more because they can't hear, so they might see things that you don't see, or they got different ways of being able to tell different things. But your intuition is so important, to learn how to listen to your intuition. I love going out for hikes, and yesterday I did this, is that I went on a hiking trail, and what it was is that this was it was a beautiful hiking trail, and I loved it because it was like this, I didn't have to walk on wood or brick or cement, it was nature, this is the best kind for me as far as hiking goes, is to look at how beautiful this is. A lot of green in here. And so what it was is that they didn't have markers to let you know, like there's a blue trail, there was a yellow trail, a green trail, but if you didn't know the trail, you could easily get lost and just like, and there was a whole bunch of trails that weren't even a part of the map that they had, because a lot of times people kind of make their own trails, and they cut through and make shortcuts on trails. So it's so important to learn to listen to your gut. And like I said, not because you're hungry right now and that you're thinking about, what are you thinking about eating anyway? Come on, put those down. You know those are not good for you. I saw you. Starlight doesn't have really a sweet tooth. I have a hard time actually eating any sweets. I love my fruit though. But as far as your gut is, like yesterday, like and I still need to make that other video. I gotta get things set up for the other video that I was telling you about. Is so here Starlight is in the woods, and I was making a video, and I'm like, I wasn't done hiking. I wanted to go back, and finish the trail off because, I went on the waterfall trail, and I didn't get to see the waterfall, when I was making the video. So I said, hey, I'm making this video, but I didn't get to the I didn't say about waterfall, but I'm going to continue to go on finish this hike. And I said, well, it's hard to say. I might get lost because they didn't have it marked at all, So the interesting thing is that my intuition, I had to, like, okay, how to, kind of like a mouse, when they have a mouse going through a maze, is to see if that mouse can get to the cheese. And they are, of course, they're using their nose, to be able to find that cheese and get out of the maze. So that's kind of like what it is like with your intuition, is that you're using your gut, your intuition, as far as, guiding you and helping you. And it really can protect you in so many ways by learning how to listen to your gut, your intuition. That way, if there's things that you cannot see or hear, there's your intuition, where you're not using your ears really, or it's a feeling in deep within you that you're going by that says something, doesn't feel right. And like I said yesterday about going on that hike, where I had all these trails, and I'm like, oh my, they don't have it marked. Am I supposed to go to, the left or the right, or am I supposed to go straight? I didn't know how to get to the waterfall, and I was so determined, to get through. And, because it's like your third eye is, it really has a lot to do with your third eye too, is like I'm visualizing, like, okay, I looked at the map, and I realized that I went past a certain spot. Like I said, it didn't actually have anything marked or anything, and I said, oh no, it shows like a green marker, well, not a green marker, but they had a pole that let you know that was the trail to go to the pond, which was a green marker for that pole. But that was really, you didn't see very much on any trees as markers go, as far as where to go, continue, like there was no blue markers, and that's the kind of markers that I needed, not markers that you color with, but like blue colors on the tree to let you know that you're on the right trail and what way to go. They didn't have that on this trail, and they had a lot of trails going all over everywhere. And so I was learning really quickly yesterday when I realized, there's a green thing that says about the pond. So I went on my phone to look at where I was, because I already meditated out in the woods. So I realized, oh my, I went way past where I was supposed to go. So hang on, whoops, I got some people here. So I realized, I'm like, oh no, so I already went past where I was supposed to go, and I had to backtrack really quick because it's going to get late out, and I didn't want to be out in the woods all night. So I had to backtrack. Hello. Beautiful trails out here.
Yeah.
Yeah, enjoy. Thank you. So I backtracked, and like I said, there was tons of trails, like off in different directions. And so it's amazing how Starlight was able to get back to her car by using her intuition. It's like you're being blindfolded, but you're going, like anytime, like I would go to two trails that, okay, I can either, so I had to backtrack. So I'm like, okay, I can either, I didn't even know which way I came from, really, because there's so many different trails, and I could have come, I could have came from that trail or that trail, and where I didn't want to go back to where I started, because this was supposed to have been a loop trail that would start off in one spot and come out at another spot. So it would have been just a loop, not somewhat like a loop, so it's amazing how Starlight is able to do this. Anytime I go out in the woods, I might get a little off, but somehow or another I get back on track, and I'm able to get my way out of these trails all the time. I have, I am really good at using my intuition as far as that goes, and it's because you're thinking of, what way is the way to, to get back where you belong, and it's like your gut actually guides you, and like, all right, yeah, go, like when I go up to, either I can go straight or, take a right hand trail, or there might be 3 different points where I can, like a fork in the road. And it's like, okay, what way, so I'm trying to figure out, okay, I don't want to go all the way back from the start where I started. Is that I really want to be able to see the waterfall and to get back out to my car. And I couldn't believe it. By the time I actually found the waterfall, then there was all these other trails, and I'm like, okay, what trail is going to get me back to the car? And I was able to finally get back to my car safely and at a good time, so it wasn't getting dark. And, there was a lot of strangers out at this particular hiking trail that did not really, Starlight was like, oh my, I was getting some funky vibes off of some people that were going on these trails. And that's what I'm talking about. Sometimes you can sense people's energy that something's off. It just was very strange. You got to get in touch with your other senses, is what Starlight was trying to spit out of her mouth. I have no clue what in the world happened there, but that's what you got to, just don't believe everything your eyes tell you, because your eyes deceive you. There's so much more going on behind the scenes or behind that curtain that you might not even be aware of. So practice, don't freak out when you lose something. Is like, okay, I'm going to talk out loud to myself and ask yourself, where did I put my belts, for your pants? Where did I, anything? Where did I put my toothbrush? Where did I put my wallet? Where did I put my children? You lost your children. I hope not. So, it is so important to really test yourself, and when you get a gut instinct or a feeling in your gut, and like, go along with it, trust it, and see where it leads you, because energy never lies. You can't, the energy is real. Just like with people, is that if something doesn't feel right, like I said yesterday, something definitely, I seen some funky stuff going on in that trail. I just was so amazed how many people were coming in. I did see a guy dressed up as a female in there. At first at far away, I thought it was really a woman of color, with a brown dress, and shoes. And I'm thinking, this is odd, like, not very many women wear long dresses like that on a hiking trail. And then as the person got closer, I realized it is not a female, it's a guy, and he actually was getting lost on these trails. And it just wasn't the right trail for that kind of hike on the shoes that he was wearing. So he did ask Starlight, to help. He needed help to get back out, and he got lost out there. But that's what I'm saying. It was just kind of funky stuff going on out there on this hiking trail. So you really want to listen to your gut, because it will and can save your life. So anyway, I love you so much. This is Starlight. You could give this video a thumbs up. You could subscribe to my YouTube channel. Plus, don't forget, you can leave a message down below. Beep, beep, beep. And you could also, I got my bell. This is a beautiful, I'll just show you really quick where I actually did yoga right on the other side of this water here, and there's a beautiful bridge. Isn't this so beautiful? So right about where these people are across is about where I was doing yoga. So this is really a beautiful place. I like this. Beep. I have gone to so many parks lately, and you know, it's great for the kids, but this was perfect for Starlight out here at this place. So besides, also you could share my videos with anyone. Also, you can push the notification bell, that way you do not miss any videos. And you could also follow me on Instagram, and that's 1995 Starlight, or on Facebook, and that is Kathy with a K, Dingman Starlight. So anyway, I really hope you enjoy. So listen to your gut. I know you're all hungry now, you know, making you hungry, thinking about what kind of, whoops, sorry about that. What kind of food are you eating right now? Hey, you're going to do what you want to do, whether it's, you know, we all have that free will. So just try to replace it with some good stuff, you know, like, okay, I'm going to get some vegetables, fresh vegetables, like some carrots, tomatoes, yum, yum, right out of the garden. So anyway, I do love all of you. This is Starlight. Love, light, and peace.